Hello, Mr. Reed. I'm Danny. This is my student JJ. I'll be teaching him today. We are going to be learning how to say the simple program Hello World and print it to the terminal in coding in 4 different languages. We're going to start out hard and then we're going to get to the easier ones later. So first we're going to start with Java. So Java, it's an object-oriented programming tool, if you will, and language. And it seems kind of complicated, but when you break it down, it's really simple. So all these, or most of them, most languages have a main. And in your main, that's where you write what is going to be printed to the terminal, or like any calculations that have to be done. It's always going to be in the main. So
which one is the main? This one.
So how it says main right here. This public class, it's just because it's kind of a more complicated language. You can kind of ignore that. When we get to writing it out, I've typed it out for you. We're just going to be focusing on the actual Hello World code today.
Okay.
So let's start right here where it says public. And if you just want to give me a practice and just kind of copy it down, or kind of write down here.
Right
just start
here.
at public, and this is what you're going to type on the computer to code it soon. So you're just going to write public static. There you go. Static next. So static just means there's no other variables we're putting into it. Public means that anybody can have it. And then void means we're not really returning any variables, we're just printing out. And then that's when we get to our main. So we'll write main there. And then in parentheses, a string means a group of letters. So that's what string means right there. And then when we put these things, these brackets, that means there's stuff going in, like letters are going to be going into, it's called an array. This is a little complex, but it's just how we're setting up our main function. And then you just write args, A-R-G-S, and then you close off that parenthesis. And in a lot of these coding languages, it starts with a parenthesis and it ends with a parenthesis. So you're gonna wanna put one of these squiggly parenthesis things. There you go. And then to print on Java, you write system.out print. And that's the print statement. And then whatever goes in the parentheses are what's going to be printed to the terminal, and you always have to put it in quotations, like it has right there. So then it's just hello world, and then because we have this right here, we're going to have to finish it off with that as well on the bottom. So there you go. And you always want a semicolon after every line of code in Java. So that's a semicolon, and then we'll go down here and we'll just finish it off with the last parenthesis. There you go. Perfect. Squiggly line. You're good at drawing those.
Yeah.
Awesome. So now we did it on paper. You want to give it a try on the computer?
Let's go. Let's do it.
Awesome. So like I said, it is a kind of a more complicated language. So I put the package and the class in for you. But now we're just going to start with the main. So like you wrote down there, it's like public static void. I'll get closer to help you out here. There you go. Public static void main. There you go, you're doing good. And then it's just, string, and then make sure you got those brackets.
Where are
Those are the,
Is that?
you actually, yeah, you just press that. There you go, and it fills it in for you, the last one. And then you do args. And then it's a little squiggly. I think it's Control or Shift, and then to get to that. There you go. And then just press Enter to go down. And then it's a simple systemout.print. And then it's in the just hello world in the quotations. Just press backspace here. There you go. And it's just like you're quoting something there. Yep. Awesome.
There you go.
Great job. And I believe, I can't remember, I think that there's no, I might have messed this up for you. Whoops. It's
System out.
I think it's sys out. I kind of forgot. We'll figure it out together, you know? We'll figure it out together. All right, and then to run, you just press that green thing, if you will, and it's gonna come up with, there you go. It printed out to the terminal, hello world. So that is my fault. Maybe we shouldn't have started with the hardest, but we're learning today. That's what we're doing. So that is one of the hardest Hello World programs you can write, and you did it in Java.
Okay, so if I want so whatever I want to come out, I need to put on the second line in the quotation marks.
Correct. So like if we were doing math, let's say instead of printing hello world, let's say you put like 2 plus 2 and you wanted to see what that would equal, you set like 2 plus 2 equal, like, let's say it's equation. We'll write like equation like this, and that's called a variable, and then you say that's equal to 2 plus 2, and then you do that little semicolon after, and then instead of putting any quotations, you just write equation, and it should just print out 4. So it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. All right, that's Java. Now let's move on to a really simple one. We'll do Python next.
Python, okay. Yeah,
So Python is easy.
That looks easy.
It's a little more simplistic of a program. All you're gonna write is print, and then like you said, all these kind of languages, all these computer languages, kind of bleed into one another. They kind of take ideas from each other, and they try to, the developers, like, they took what they thought was good in each of these languages and kind of compiled them. So look at right here what JJ just did. He's learning to print hello world in Python. He practiced on the paper. Now we're gonna do it on the computer. So this one is really easy. We probably should have started out with this one, but that's all right. We're learning. So yeah, all you do is print hello world in the quotations. There you go, and it even came up for you. And then now you just press this green little play button, and there you go. Look at this output on the screen. Hello world.
There it is. Hello world.
JJ's a sufficient coder. He's doing great. All right, let's see what we have. Let's do C. C is another fun language. I'd say it's middle complexity. So just to break it down for you, this include is just like including libraries. So in C, like if you were just to run this, you would get an error. Like it would come up as an error because it's pulling from different libraries. This is called a header file. Okay. So in the header file, it has a lot of the information that you need to run this. It's kind of complicated, but when you break it down, it's pretty simple. So let's bring up.
So why are there so many different languages?
All the languages do different things.
Okay.
So yeah, so like some are for like coding video games, or others are for like statistics, or like what Tin does, or like math related algorithms, you know, and it can be seen implemented in like cars, like smart cars, smart houses, for example, and all these different languages do different things. And here's the kind of complicated thing. So all these are called IDEs. So I keep switching the screen on you. We can't keep doing it on the same.
Yeah, so you need a different app or program.
Correct. And they're called like integrated development environments. That's what they're called, IDEs. So every language has a different one. Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's pretty deep. But you're doing good so far. All right, so now for C. So I wrote the include on there for you just because that's a little out of our scope for today. And like Java had, this one has another main. So we're gonna do int to start it out. It's because it's based on a lot of integer stuff, so dealing with mathematics more for C. And then correct the squirrely, and then we're gonna just do print, and instead of like the other ones, this one has printf. They chose to do F for theirs. And then it's just like the other one.
Okay, yeah, there's a...
Oops, sorry, I forgot the other quote, but yeah, you close the quote, thank you. Covering the teacher's mistakes there. And then this one also includes the semicolon. And then you, just for good practice, we always put the return 0, just because we're not returning any math today. And then you just end it with another squiggle. And there you go.
Those are my favorite.
Perfect.
Those squiggles.
And now we'll try right here.
All right, let's do it.
So like I said, we already have the include for you. So we'll go with that squiggle to start it out. We'll want a space in between there. You're doing good, you're doing good. And it's just a little
There's
too...
another space. Is there another space? After
Nope,
the
it should... you could do either way, but I think that would work best, yeah. Sometimes it yells at us, sometimes it doesn't. There you go. And you can just press enter like 5 times there. And then go back up. There you go, just put that really low. There we go. And then it's just that simple print. Just make sure you remember that F. Yeah, that's what makes this different from all the other languages. There you go. Perfect. And then we want to close it off with a semicolon again.